What do we want? A race car. When do we want it? Now. Anyways, welcome to the Board Gamer Girl channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie, and I like to talk about all things board games, but from a primarily solo perspective. Today, I was feeling a little Whitney Houston and wanted to feel the heat with somebody. Super corny. But anyways, I don't have anyone to play the game with, so why not take out the legendary module which lets you play solo, and it is a woozy of a solo mode. I'll get more into it in a little bit, but what inspired me to actually play today is I've been watching F1 Drive to Survive for the first time, only maybe a couple weeks ago, and I'm already on the 4th season, but that is why today I am driving the red car, and I usually do not pick red, but I am going with Ferrari for this race. So without further ado, let's get to the table because you guys voted on the racetrack that will be going on today, and those votes were had on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and did I do it on Blue Sky? I don't know. Maybe. I think so. Anyways, I tabulated all of your votes, and you guys voted for the Great Britain map. So this one is going to be special because there's a few corners in this one and a long straightaway. So without further ado, let's head to the table, and I'll tell you a bit more about how I pre-set up so that you don't have to go through that boring poop. So in the solo mode, you can play with as many cards as you want. We are playing with just the base game today, so that is 6 cards to do a full 6-player game. The game typically runs 1 to 6. When you are going to be moving one of the AI cards, you literally just flip a card for that round, and it tells you how many spaces to move each of the individual cards. I'll get more into that as we play so that you can see how that differs depending on where the AI car is on a lap. And then the other thing that I did is I put in 2 different sets of modules. So each player typically gets their own colored deck, which every player would have the same type and amount of cards. So there's 3 sets of 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. And there's usually an extra heat card, I believe, in your color, a 5 and a 0 card. But I chucked those because we're going to play with the garage module. So I pre-set up the cards that I will be playing with in my deck, and these are more of an asymmetrical way to play the game, as you're taking those cards out and you're putting these ones in that you usually draft in multiplayer. For solo, you just take out 3 cards each, and then you choose 1 from the 3 and do that 3 times. So today, I chose to take the brakes. This lets the card be more modular and flexible, so it can be a 1 or a 5 when I need it, which will really help on turns or straightaways. And then the next card that I have is a very fast card at 7, because the highest card that I have in my deck is an 8, but we have this very long straightaway track with a large turn number up there. So I thought the highest card that I could get, I will take. However, this does come with a mandatory symbol, which is the exclamation mark. That means when I play it, I do have to pay 2 heat in order to play it. But it comes with 3 cooldown. Again, a lot of these symbols I'll get further into as we're playing the game so that you have a better example. The last card that I put in my deck for a modular deck experience is this tires thing. So tires typically adjust the speed on corners, and since we are playing with not just the garage module, but the weather module, some of the corners have been changed, and this already very tight corner of 3 has been put down to 2 thanks to this special weather tile, which I'll get into. So having this card in my deck, I am hoping to get it or save it for this corner specifically, so it'll go to a 3 instead of a 2. However, when I use this card, I will also have to discard 2 cards from the top of my deck every time I use it. So those are the 3 cards that I am placing in my deck today. On every racetrack, it will also say how many heat and how many stress cards to add to your deck before shuffling it. So we have 6 heat cards, which I have my 6 right here. These are typically spent as almost a resource when necessary for either a card ability or when you pass a corner over the speed that the corner is held at. Again, you'll see more of that as we go on, but otherwise they are dead cards in your hand, which can suck. And then for this one, you would typically put 3 different stress cards in. These cards cannot be discarded at the end of your turn, as sometimes at the end of your turn, if you don't want to hold on to certain numbered cards, you can discard them so that you can get more fresh cards. But these ones will need to be used when you play them into your hand. There's no way to discard them other than using them. Well, except for some special abilities, which again, we'll go through the playthrough. But what these essentially do is you play them in a round in order to take the top card from your deck and play that number. So it's tricky when you're playing it, especially in corners, or if you want to go fast or slow, because you won't know what you're going to get. And I mean, racing is dangerous, so sometimes that happens. But we actually will take one of the stress cards out, because on our weather module, which we have a multitude of tiles here, so we have 6, I can count. And this one says on a cloudy day, we get to take 1 stress card out. So we will put this back into the stress card deck. And the weather for this track says that if this tile, unfortunately, is put down, then the weather effect means that you cannot cool down. So first, we'll go through how the weather module sets up. You shuffle all of these cards and then you determine which weather card will be for that track. It lasts the whole game, and depending on the track that you are running, you are pulling 1 tile per corner that there is in this one. So in this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corners. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens. Tokens are placed based on their images. So for an image like this, where it has point and then arrow to another point, that means that you'll be placing this tile along that area leading up to the corner that you're placing this token for. Or if it has one of these mandatory symbols or whatever, I think mostly they're just mandatory symbols, then you'll put them on the actual corner that they're meant for. So we'll go through a little bit of this. This tile means that when there's a weather card, that weather card's icon will be played for this section of the track. So this section of the track lasts from after the 3 up until the 10, and it says that you cannot cool down during this long stretch. So that can be difficult, and I'll have to remember that. Cooling down is essentially being able to take those dead heat cards that I talked about earlier and putting them back into your engine instead of possibly spinning out if you run out of heat cards that you need to draw and you don't have any more left to draw. So that is a difficulty. And then the next one I have here, so this icon means that you have to pay an extra heat. This one will only apply if I go over the corner number. So if I go into this corner with a total of cards equaling 7 or more, then I'll have to pay a heat per extra number that I am above the corner speed. But in this case, I will have to pay 2 extra heat instead of just the 1. For this corner that we're going into, this is the slipstream symbol. So slipstream is something I'll show you again a little later. It essentially lets you move an extra step around a car as you're going through that lane. This one means that this corner, instead of it being a 4, is a 5. And then this one says that instead of being a 3, it's actually a 2 because it's a -1 speed. So this is definitely going to be my trickiest corner that I'll have to hopefully be able to plan for. So without further ado, I'm going to start the game by shuffling these cards up and shuffling my own deck up. There's a piece of hair. And then for the beginning of the game, oh, whoops, no. We need to take our heat cards out. And we put them here. Hopefully we can keep our heat in check and not spin out, because spinning out means that we have to go back to the start of that corner. We also start on the 1 space with our little handy gear thingy. What is this? This is a piece of a board game. This is, oh my God, a component. All right, so now we will shuffle. And we are off to the races. So this track will last 2 laps from this checkered flag area. Once somebody hits the checkered flag area after the second lap, we will put them up in this scoring area. And hopefully, I mean, I'd like to win, but we are kind of a 1-to-5 win ratio right now. But we shall see. Okay, so I deal up to 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And we shall see what we have. So I think, what is the best way for me to put these cards down? All right, so I'll just show you my hand for now and what cards I will be playing. I'm going to put on the Great Britain area. Just, this is the largest game I've put out to film, so there is not a lot of space. But we start with a lot of 4s, so we have all 3 of our 4s in here. And I think I would already like to do that because on the sides of this whole board, it tells you how many spaces until the next corner. So it makes the math a lot easier. We are the red car. Unfortunately, I randomly drew and we are in the back of the pack. But we are not last, so on these corners, the person that is closest to this thick white line is first. So the gray car will be going first, then the blue, then the yellow, then the green, then the red, then the black. So we are counting down from 17 up until this corner. So I think we will take these 4 4s. And in order to play 3 cards, I need to shift to 3rd gear. So if you're just moving 1 gear, you don't have to pay anything. But as we're skipping to another gear, we have to pay the heat in between. How we'll do that is we'll put the heat in our discard pile. So later on, when we run out of cards to take from our draw pile, we'll have to shuffle that back into our hand, which is a bit poo-poo, but we shall figure it out. So we have decided on our cards that we're going to play. Now we need to see how the Legends characters will play. So this is what a Legends card looks like, and it will tell us different identifiers of the cards. So the different color equals the car that you're looking for. It'll say their straightaway speed, or if they would go past the corner that's upcoming, then they'll look at this area as well. So, other than drawing the card, we will also be looking at different legendary lines. This little helmet symbol with a shield, along with a yellow line, is something that's important going into every turn. Every turn has one. You will essentially be deciding which numbers to use on the card, dependent on where that card is situated before or after this yellow line. So we have this yellow line here, one here, and going into these corners, essentially where the corner stops and you pass by is always a legendary line. But a legendary car, so the solo cars, cannot pass 2 corners on their turn. So with all these quick stops, I don't know if it's possible. I don't think I've ran into that issue yet so far. But yeah, they will not be paying attention to having to overheat or underheat. They won't be doing cooldown. They'll essentially just be moving their cars in coordination with the different symbols and icons on the map. So without further ado, let's just get to it. And let's hope the shine on these areas is not horrible. So the first car that we're going to move is the gray car. It says 13 movement and it's on space 15. So it is before the legendary line. So we will drive this all the way, wait, let's do math, 15 to the 2 spot. As it's the first car there, it will be closest to the thick line on this side. Sometimes that thick line will change sides, so you have to pay attention to that for who's in first position. The next one is the blue car. So its straightaway speed is 14, so it won't go through the corner, so we can essentially just put this in the 1 spot. The next one is the green car, so it'll go 10, so it'll go to spot 6 up here. The next one is the yellow, which is 15, so it will also go to this spot, but as there is already a car there, it will go as close to that first spot as possible. So this area is now full. It's now our turn, and we have a movement of 12. So 12 and 17. Oh my goodness. Let's go to 7 and 1, 2. All right. So what I was doing is also put on your dashboard of your player board here. And this was the first decision we made with the gear that we moved. And then we'd have to pay heat if we're moving our gear up or down more than a space. When it's our turn, we just evaluated our speed by the cards that we played. And now we're in this spot. So in a game where you have more than 5 cards, you will look at if you're the individual that is the last or second last person to move. In this situation, we are the second last card to move. So we can either move 1 more space or do a cooldown. A cooldown means that if our hand, any cards in our hand, were a heat card, we could take that heat card and put it back in our engine instead of in our deck. That is essentially what we'll be trying to do a lot of the time, and balancing the heat in our engine and the heat in our hands as we go through the game. So I think I will take this extra movement and go 1. And then we'll go here. If we have any extra heat or cooldown symbols, we can use those now. So we don't have it on our cards. We do have it here. In the gear area, we can pay another heat to flip a card over randomly and go that amount of speed. Do I want to do this right now? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I have these 4 in... I have all 3 4s out, so another 4 will not come out. A 3 could come up, but then that is not a space that we can end up in. So the closest we can get is a 2. If we get a 1, I don't know if it's worth it. Actually, you know what? Let's be brave. I am not usually brave. I am paying a heat, and what this means is we get to add another card to our speed. All right, we got a 3, and that is poo-poo. So when you do an action that has the plus symbol, so you're drawing a card randomly from the top of your deck, you will continue drawing until you get a card that has this speedometer symbol at the top of the card. If it does not have a speedometer icon on it, then you will just have to discard that card and take cards until you get one of those. So this one adds 3 to our speed, so we can only go 1, 2, 3. We can't go there, so we go 1, 2, and we're right there. This last step is a slipstream step. So this means that if you are behind a car or beside a car, then you can move up 2 spaces. As we are behind a car, we can now go, can I do that? Yeah, I can. Oh, I'm so smart. So anyways, being here, a slipstream move is moving 2 movements ahead. So I actually get to go 1, 2, and we are in first place. Now, if we went around a corner, we'd have to check our speed. We have not gone around a corner, and that is actually fabulous for us. So for us, we discard the cards that we used with the trash symbol there, and we discard these into here. This is our hand for now, and I'll deal back up after dealing with this little black car that's bringing up the rear. So the black car says 17, so it will actually come and meet us in the same spot. So literally, the black and the red car were both in last place, and now we are first. This is an exciting moment, but it won't last. So I will, oh no, these are the cards that I have in my hand, so I will deal up to 7 more cards again. So 1, 2, 3. We've got some good poop in here. So that is essentially how a round works. It is so easy to figure out how to do this legendary mode that, I mean, this is the only racing game I've ever tried though. So I don't know how other racing games, or if there are racing games with solo modes. If you know, put them in the comments. Otherwise, let's deal with our hand. So this upcoming corner is 10, and we want to probably reach just to 10. But do we have any cooldown? Do we need a cooldown? Because I want to use this. How many more cards do we have? We have quite a few cards in our hand. So what if, actually, let's do this. We're going to leave it in 3rd gear. And these are going to be our cards. So I'll go through the different symbols and how to evaluate these cards after. It will get me to 10, which lets me go just through. Actually, what am I doing? I'm going to go to the limit. We're going to go for 11 because this lets the corner go to 11, and then we're just on time and won't have to pay heat. But let us get to the legendary. Oh, well, we will flip the legendary anyways for right now, but I get to go first. So this is 11, but in order to play these cards, we have to evaluate these icons. So anything with an exclamation mark is mandatory. So for the tires one, we have to discard 2 cards from the top of our deck. So a 2 and a 3, that hurts. And then for us to play the turbocharger, we need to pay 2 heat. 1, 2. I am paying a lot of heat really fast. We don't have any heat cards in our hand to discard at this moment, but hopefully when this comes up again next round, we will have a few heat cards that we can just balance out to use this. Anyways, now we'll actually move the cards. So we have 11. So we will take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we are first there, so we get closest to the thick line over here. Now we will evaluate all of the legendary cards. Because I do not want to do this because I was not the last or second last player to do it. We will not pull an extra heat card because otherwise our corner would be evaluated and we would go over the limit and need to pay heat to justify going through that corner. And we can't slipstream because there's no cars beside us or in front of us. And then we evaluated our ability to turn that corner. So we have 11 and the corner is 11 thanks to this tires card. So we are net equal and do not have to pay heat from our engine. AKA our engine is still not overheated and hopefully we'll never get there. But so now that all of the AI cars have gone past the legendary line, we're going to evaluate how they go through a corner. So in this one, for the black car, instead of doing the 18 movement, then they will evaluate each of these triangles plus move the speed of the corner. So as the speed of the corner is 10, and their car is under the 3 symbol here, we are going to move it 13, which this spot right here is 14. So let's go to 1, 2. Yep, the black car's kicking our booty. All right, so the same thing goes for all of these other cars. So the yellow car will go 10 and 1, so it'll go 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and now with the blue car, so it will go 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the blue car is right next to us. The gray car will go 13. So 1, 2, 3, and then to the 4. So the gray car can't go to the 4 spot where it would typically land, so it's just going as close as it possibly can. So it's just behind over there. And then the green car is going 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, and that is all of the legendary cards. As we go forward, I think I will skip over that because it's probably not as entertaining for y'all to just watch me go 1, 2, 3, 4 and count. For us, we will discard these cards, put it into our discard over there. We have 4 cards in our hand, and we're going into a 6-turn lane. I think I'm going to get rid of this 1 card, as this card, a stress card, you can't discard from your hand, but any of the other numbers you can, and just hope we kind of get through the end of this deck so we can start to reshuffle our draw deck. So actually we have exactly 4 cards. So, oh, we do have our break card, another stress card, and our 2 other ones. So thank goodness I got rid of that. So going into this turn, we are 1, 2, 3, 4 steps away. And if we go past 6, we have to pay an extra heat. So I think we're going to try to just do 6. And should I... Nope, I think I will, again, do exactly what I have. I'm going to save this 1 to 5 breaks card for afterwards if we need it in one of these other areas. But these stress cards is what's going to be difficult, and I'm sure we're going to work into some heat cards. So the black card is first, so we will take the next legendary card. And again, as these cards over in this area have all passed the legendary line, they will be evaluated as going into the turn. This green one, when we get to it, I will show you how we evaluate that one. Okay, so first, the black car will go 6 plus 2, so it'll go 8 through the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, that black car is going to run away with it if I don't watch it. So we are the next one to go, so I will leave this over here for now. And we are going exactly 6, so we will make it through the turn at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go extra heat, but I don't want to because I don't want to go over the turn limit. We don't have any cooldown symbols or heat in our hand, so we don't want to do that. Can't slipstream because there's not a car in front of us or beside us. And we went through the turn and we went under, or well, exactly the speed limit, so we don't have to pay heat. So these cards will go in our discard, and we will evaluate the rest of the legendary cards here. So the blue will go 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it'll be in front of me. The yellow car goes first, so that will also go 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll go beside me. The gray car will go 6. So it will go here. And now we're going to go to the green car. So the green car is before the legendary line, and their racing number is 19. Now, if they went 19, they would overshoot the corner, and in their AI way, they do their own spin out. So they will not do that. So what they're going to do is they're going to place their car on the indicated sign area. Again, these signs are also placed on the board for each corner. So there's the 3, the 2, the 1, and the 0. So for the green one, they will just place their car on the 3 area. Again, they can use this one, but if they're going to overshoot the corner, they're not going to do that. So on their next turn, they'll do what all the other cards did, where they'll add their number on their card along with the corner speed. So that is pretty much exactly how these AI cards will work. They do not have, what is it? I think the only icon in the weather module that affects the AI is this minus corner. So instead of going 3, they will actually go 2. And this one, it doesn't apply to them. So all the other ones do not matter. Anyways, well, they matter to me. So on to our next round. We are well away. This is our hand, and we have to shuffle back up. So I think we're going to have to move into second gear coming up. We are exactly at a 5 going into this corner. What I would love to have is that tires card. But preparing to get to this spot is what's a tricky thing. So we shall see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 goes back into my deck. We did not get it. What a poo-poo. But, okay. Should I try to deal into? Should I still go with 3? No, I just can't overshoot that corner right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I? Maybe I will. I think I will. I'm just going to get through it. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this in order to overshoot it. Because I don't want to overshoot it more. I don't want to overshoot it more than 1 point because we have 2 heat left in our engine and we have to find a way to get this black car. Plus, some of these cars are going to go ahead of us, and this area says we get 1 extra slipstream. When you're evaluating the corner, the only speed that you don't have to include for your corner speed is your slipstream speed. So if we get behind a car here, we essentially can move 3 extra spots after the corner and not have to count it for the corner. So yay, let's hope. Time to flip the legendary card. All right, so black card. It will go 5 plus 1, so it'll go 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and now the first car will go on this inner part, as that is the new pole position. If you watch F1 Drive to Survive, I hope that's the right term, but that is what I call it when I play this in my head. I don't actually talk to myself the entire time when I'm playing. Anyways, I digress. This will go 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go. Oh my gosh. Did I? Yes! We get to slipstream. Okay, so we're going to go R6. Let's double check. Yep, 6. And we're not going to do extra, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Buddy, you are the best little blue car ever. Does the blue car, I can't remember, in that old TV cartoon show, Speed Racer, where they did like a real time or real life, I forget what they're called, when they make a cartoon into a real life movie. Was the car blue? Anyways, that was a really long way to say that. We're not doing any of these, but we are going to slipstream because we are beside a car. So that lets us do 1, 2, and because of the special ability on this track, we get to go 1 more. So we are right behind the black car now, which is very nice. So we did overshoot the corner by 1 speed. So we pay, whoops, come on, 1 heat into our discard. But I'm very happy with that because we essentially got to move 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces for the cost of 1 extra speed. So that is not too shabby. Now we'll evaluate the rest of the legendary cars. So we have yellow, and it's past the legendary line. Like I said, all these corners have the legendary line right there, except for this one. The yellow will go 5. So it'll go right here. The gray car will go right through to there. And the green car is still doing this corner. So they will go 6 plus 2, so they will go 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Is it not exciting? This is so exciting for me, actually, now that we're getting into it. The corners, I think, are what's really exciting and tense. So we'll get back to our regular hand of cards, and we've got to deal into 3 more. Do I want that 4 in there right now? I'll keep it just in case we deal into a 1. So 1, 2, 3. The other thing is that you shouldn't be looking through your discard pile once you've put your cards in your discard pile. You can see the top card, but I just thought of that if I couldn't remember how many 1s I put in. Lovely. Oh my God. Oh, this is a +1. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Let's do... No. I'm going to just use... No, because I know there's only... I think we used 2 1s in this area. So there's only a likelihood of... I don't know, a very small percentage of flipping into a 1 on my next turn. And we have 2 stress cards and 2 heat cards that we can't get rid of. This 7 would let us get rid of that, but it is not the time for that 7. We need the 7 after this corner. So should I put it down to the 2 so I don't have to waste this and just play my breaks and this one, and then I get to go exactly 5? I think that is the best thing to do. Okay, so we're going down to 2nd gear, and we'll also be able to get rid of a heat card, which when we do it, I will get to it. Oh, wait, so I didn't put this out properly so that we can all see. So that is what I'm playing on this turn. And we're going to be using the 1 for this. So now we will flip into the legendary card and see what the black card will do. So the black card is going... It's going 4. I do think... like reading the rule book for these weather modules, and then the one that I referenced before playing this solo ever was the one-stop co-op shop playthrough that Mike does on their channel. And they said that this one is the only one that applies. So I'm doing that same rule here. If this is a mistake and somebody corrects me properly in the comments with like the resource that you used to find it, if it was just a rule book, then I'm going to be sad. But if I'm wrong, I don't know. I'll take a shot at the beginning of my next video. Not the review I'm going to do for this, because that'll come out, that'll be filmed before that. But for the next video or the monthly recap where I'm already going to be in a hot dog costume. Anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link the video for the hot dog costume. So this one, it's going to be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And first place is there. And now it is our turn. So we will go 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which, if it was 5 or 4, we would have slipstreamed anyways. So I just want to... I'm so nervous I did this wrong now. But... we moved our car. We are not in last or second last place. We can do a cooldown, and I am going to take advantage of that. Anytime you have this symbol and you do have a cool heat in your hand, oh my gosh, in your hand, you just put it back into your engine. Okay, so we put the heat in our discard pile, and... that was the cooldown step. We will slipstream, so this means we will go 2 because we don't have that regularly better area to slipstream. So we will go 1, 2, and we are in first place again. So woot woot for that. All right, So that was us. These will go into the discard, and we will look at the the rest of the legend cards. So this one will go 4 plus 3, so 7. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And made it through the corner. The gray one will go exactly 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So they stay behind the corner. This one is going into the corner with the 5 speed. So it is yellow, so it is going 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, okay, so this is the point where none of the legendary cards can go through 2 corners in the same turn. So the yellow card will just stay just before the corner here. So the last card is the green one, so it'll go 5 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And that round is won. That round is won. And that round is done. Yes. Oh my God. Why am I so confused now? It's late at night while I'm filming this, so maybe that's why. So we are almost done our first lap. We will deal up to 3 more cards so that we have a hand of 7. And we have another heat card. But we are going into a turn. Oh my God. Okay, no, we're okay because we can go down here. Yes, we all better. Okay, so this corner is a 2. So this is a -1. So that means that this is a 2 instead of a 3. We are the first to go. So we are just going to play this 2 card and then go into first gear. We get to do a total of 3 cooldown to go into first gear, so that will be very helpful. As we're the first one to go, I will first flip over the legendary card so that I don't forget it. And we will go 2 into this turn. Yep, so 1, 2, and we end up there. We are not in last. We are going to use this cooldown to get rid of both of the heat in our hand. If we had another one, we'd be able to do that too, but this is just fine. And then we will slipstream, but we can't because we're first. And then we went through the corner at a 2, so we don't have to pay any heat. Fabulous. Now let's go through the legendary cards. So this one, the black one, will go 2 and 1. So 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Oh my God, you crashed. You flipped out. And this one will also go 3. So 1, 2, 3. And does not cross this. The yellow one will go 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will not cross this turn yet because it can't go through 2 corners in 1 turn. The gray car will go 4 plus 2, so 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it can't move into the 6th spot, so it'll go behind. This is just a big traffic jam. So this one will go 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, traffic jam stops the green car from coming up. So we're all getting really close together again. And I keep getting nervous I played this wrong. But if I did, whatever, we're having a time. Okay, so we're going into a big lap here. Plus, thank goodness we got rid of some of those heat cards because over here, this whole section of map, so 28 spaces, we can't cool down even if we're given that symbol, which sucks for this 7, I realize, but we'll get to it as we have to. So let's deal into our next hand. Do I want to get rid of that 3? No, I don't. So let's see what we got. We've got this. Maybe I will save that for later. And we're in first gear. I would like to get to 3rd gear. We can't cool down anyways, but I don't want to waste heat I don't have to use because I have to use it for this 7 for sure. So let's do that. And we don't have very many cards left. I can't remember if we've used a lot of our 4s. So I think we'll just put the 7 and the 3 out. And, should I just, because this black card is going to motor like crazy. So should I do a 3? You know what? I'm going to get rid of one of these stress cards right now just because they're going to junk up my hand and I want to get rid of them, like now. So I will also flip the legendary card and, that's a tough one. Okay, we're in first place, so we evaluate first. I will, for the 7 card, I have to pay 2 heat. So 2 heat goes from our engine to our discard. We don't get to cool down even if we could, but we will flip into another card. So, yeah, okay. So we have 11. We get to move 11, which is pretty much the most we could have moved on to. So 28 to 18 to 17. So we are very close to doing our first lap. We will discard these ones so I don't forget. And that was very good. That was exciting. This game is exciting, even when you play by yourself, I promise. I mean, look at me. Anyways, the black car is behind the legendary line, so they will go 13. So 29 to 19, 1, 2, 3, and they are 1 ahead of me now. Poo-poo. So all of these cars will be slow moving. So this will go 2 plus 2, so 4. Oh my goodness, yellow. Yellow, I wish there was orange because I feel like that's the McLaren in F1 Drive to Survive, but the yellow one can be that. So we are going 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yellow is going 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 2. Did I do this right? Okay. 2 was 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Okay, yes, I did do it right. This one is 2 plus 1, so 1, 2, 3. And then green is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, green is finally not last. And that is it. It's really just between my car and the black car. Let's call the black car Red Bull. I am not a fan, at least right now. I'm in season 4, right? So I can discard some cards from my hand. I think I will get rid of this 2. Do I want this 2 right now? Yeah, I'll keep it just in case. And we'll deal into our next 7 cards. Oops. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Everything is falling. This hand is a poopy crap. Okay. So I guess what we'll do, we're going to move into 3rd gear. And should I do all 3s or just get a stress card out of this? Because 3 times 3 is 9. That will pull us from here to here. And we're still going to be 8 away. Or do I just do a heat card? You know what? Let's go crazy. Because we can cool down later. So we will pay the heat card to go into 4th gear because we went from 2 to 4. So we're working our engine. Oh, I didn't realize this. That's a similar Ferrari symbol. So this is the Ferrari car. All right, next we do the legendary. So the black car is behind the legendary line before the turn for 10. So it will go a full 16 spaces, which literally, oh my goodness. So this goes right up to here. We're not doing that well. Okay. So we're going 9, plus we have to flip into our next card. We're not last, and we could pay another heat, but I don't want to do that right now. Oh, This is discarded, so we have to shuffle up because this card needs to have a speedometer to flip into. So we get to do our whole thing over again. I mean, I could heat up and try to do 5 cards, actually. Whoops. Because this is the evaluation step of doing our cards. So I'd still be able to use this extra heat if I wanted to, go into another card. And I don't think I have much that would... Because if we flip into that 7, it doesn't have a speedometer on the top, so I know I'm not going to be going that fast. So, yes! Ooh, okay, we are going 9, 10. We are going 13. So that goes through here, and then 1, 2, 3. So we are not that far behind the black car. We have both done our first lap. That was amazing. Oh my gosh, when I film, sometimes really good things happen. I really should just film every single time I play anything. Okay, let's go to the rest of the legendary cars. So the yellow is going a full 11, so 25 to 14. Again, when I'm saying these numbers, hopefully you can see some of them, but the outside of the track tells you how many spaces between each thing. So that also makes it really handy. So the blue car is going 18, so let's go 26 to 16. Oh my goodness, I took the weather with me. 16 to 6 and go back 2, so we are at spot 8 for blue. Green is going 15, so 27, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green's picking up speed. And gray is going 14, so 28, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. All right. And everybody's done their first lap now. All right, so we have this. Let's get rid of the 1 card. Should I get rid of the 2 card too? Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the 2. I'm going to keep this one just because it also lets me do an extra speed around that corner. So we are going into 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we having fun? All right, let's see what we've got. A bunch of garbage. Wow, so much garbage. And I can't get rid of these stupid heat cards right now. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to have to do this, I think. Okay, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do... I'm going to also add the 1. If we're in 4th gear, let's just do it. We are not first, so let's flip over the legendary card. The black car is going into a corner, so it is going 13 spaces. So this will go, if this is 14, 15. 15 minus 13 is spot 2. You are crazy, sir. All right, so first, we're going to evaluate this with this mandatory step first before drawing into the stress card. So discard 2, so 1 and 2. Oh, that hurts. Because I think I'm not going to get a 4 now. Now we're drawing into this card, and we get a 2. That's okay. So we have 8, 9 going into the turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang it. Okay, can't have everything. So if we were last, we can do special things. We could now cool down, but we are in 4th gear and we don't have anything that lets us cool down. We can't slipstream because we're all alone. And we made a turn. Our evaluation of all our cards together is 9, so we didn't surpass the speed of that corner, so we're good. And we can put all of these cards in our discard. At least the last 2 runs, we went through our deck pretty quickly, so hopefully we can figure this crap out. Because I only have 1 heat card coming, and then we're going to be going into this very curvy area. So let's go through the rest of them. These two cards are ahead of the legendary line, so this would go 10. Oh no, this will go... What would this go? So blue is in the 8th spot. And as it's past the legendary line going into the turn, it could either go... Because it can't overshoot the turn. So as this is at the 8th spot, if it goes 8 plus 0, it would actually be fine going through the turn. So I'm going to do that actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's through the turn and it didn't overshoot the turn. Let's do the green one. So it would go 13. That would overshoot the corner speed of 10. So it will just go to the 1 spot. And then these ones are before the legendary line. So the yellow card would go 12. It won't overshoot the corner. So it will go to spot 2. Because this is spot 14. And what is the last one? Gray. So gray is 18, so it would overshoot the corner. Even though it's not past the legendary line yet, I would bring it to the 3 spot in the turn. So there we go. And the light just went out. Okay, well, hopefully there's enough light here to still sustain us. That is that round. And we can't discard anything that we have, so we will deal into 4 more cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is a poop. Okay, wow. I think I can't even play that 7. Oh my gosh. Because I don't have enough heat in my discard pile to pay for that card. So we are literally just going to have to play this 5. Oh my god, but I can't. Am I just going to have to spin out? Oh my god. Because I can't play that. Yeah, we're going to have to spin out no matter what. So you get to see what spinning out is. We'll get to it in a second. For the spin out, I'm just going to play this card anyways. Because I should play a card, I believe. 1, 2. I'm going to do it this properly way. So we'll do that as if we're playing this. And then when we get to it, because I have to play 2 cards and I don't have any other options in my deck... I've never been in this predicament. Why did I do this? So I was saying everything was so good. Anyways, I'll show you what spinning out means in a second, but let's evaluate the lead car right now. So we have the black car past the legendary line, so it will go into the corner with a 6 and a 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now it is our turn. So, I checked the rules a little bit, and on our turn, we have to pay 2 heat because we moved down to 2nd gear. Any of these cooldown or heat symbols on cards only get played here, and we have to pay it for this one, so we don't have it, so we spin out. How that gets evaluated is you pay all the heat that you possibly can, and if you are in 1st or 2nd gear, you have to take a singular stress card into your discard pile. Or if I was in 3rd or 4th gear, I'd have to take 2. So I don't mind having used the heat to go down a certain gear. Your gear will go all the way down to 1st gear, but the most penalizing thing of all is I have to go back to the 1st spot before the corner before I spun out, because this is a situation where it was not the corner that had me spin out, it was my hand of cards that I am doing it this way. This playthrough is going whack-a-mole right now. But With that, I will discard these cards because I can't do anything with that. And I would think, would I keep these cards in my hand? Yeah, because the next time I'm in first gear, so we will have these 5 heat cards in my hand. We will draw into one more, and I will shuffle and put one more card into our hand. This was an adventure. Everything was going so well. But I mean, that's what happens in F1 racing, doesn't it? Everyone looks like they're doing so well, and then they push it. You know, when they go push, push. I needed a box moment, but here we are. Okay, so great. Oh my God, we're gonna come in last. So let's evaluate the blue card. The blue card would go 15, but it's at 13, so it'll go to the 2 spot. Then these cards are going into the turn, so green will go 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Yellow will go 13. So 1, 2, 3 to the 4 spot. The gray card will go 10 and 2. So that is 1, 2, 3, 14, 4, and 5. And we are literally bringing up the rear now. Oh my gosh. Anyways, now that the legendary deck has been gone through once, you just take the cards from the legendary deck, you reshuffle it, and you start again. Just like we are in this game. Oh my God. Never mind. Remember a few moments ago when I said I should always play my games on video because it looks like everything goes so well? Yeah. Okay. So we have dealt into this garbage. So we will play. No, we're just going to play the one. Oh my God. We're going to have to do some crazy stuff in order to maybe even place. Yep, we're just going to play the 2 cards so we can get rid of at least 3 heat. Maybe it'll help us going into the corner. So, the black car is past the legendary line, so it's 5 plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And blue will go 2 plus 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, there you go. This one will go 3 plus 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gray, 6 plus 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Green will go 2 plus 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was it? 6 and 2. And now we will go, so sad. We will go a whopping 2. But because we are in the very back, we can either choose to go 1 more speed, or we can go and cool down 1 more. You know what? Given everything we've gone through, let's just keep getting rid of speed. So we did a cooldown. In gear 1, we get to get rid of 3 heat cards. So we are clear now of that hot garbage. Okay, so that was garbage round, and I'm going to get rid of this 1 as well, so we're going to deal into 6 new cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see what we're working with. Okay, I am going to use that 7. All right, let's do that. Okay, we're going to do the 7 and the 5, go into second gear, and we'll also be able to get rid of this heat card. So things are looking up. 7 and 5, so that is 12. 12. Yeah, that's okay, because this is 6 and we don't want to run past it. So let's go. And the black car will go, what is it, 2? So 2 plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 2 plus 4. Good job for you. 3 plus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's not going to overshoot a secondary corner, so it's first spot behind that corner. Yellow will go 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gray will go 5 plus 1, so 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. And green will go 5 plus 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will not slipstream anybody, but okay. We will go and let's evaluate this way. So we will go and take 2 heat into our deck for this card, and we'll pay the 1 heat into there, which we could do up to 3, but we don't have more than that. And now we will go 12 points. So 13. Yes. Okay. We are last. So we can also either cool down or we can go one more spot. And I will choose to go one more spot. Hopefully we can figure it out. We're not going to do any of those. Do I want to pay a heat? No, because then we'd have to evaluate how much we went around. Slipstream doesn't happen. The corner we haven't gone through, and discard the cards that I used this round. All right. We are doing better than our last turn. So we will deal into, do I want this 2 right now? I might keep it. I don't want to go too fast. Okay, yep. So 1, 2, 3, flip, and all right. So we've dealt into these cards, and let's go to the next thing. What shall we do? So we need to pass this corner. We don't want to overshoot it, and we're in second gear. Because if we overshoot this corner, then we have to pay an extra heat if we do that. So should we just... Oh my god, I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up here. Okay, we're going to go exactly 6, and we're going to do that with the 4 and the 2, I think. We're keeping the 3s just in case we need to, and we shall see what happens. So, first we will go with the black car. So the black car is going into a 2 turn, so it is 2 plus 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're winning this race. There's just no way. Dang it. So blue is in this corner right now, so they will go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The yellow will go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, thanks to this one. Then who is closer to the line here? Gray. So gray will go 3 plus 4, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beside the yellow car. And green will go 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they don't quite get the corner. Us bringing up the rear. Okay, so we're going to go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And though we are in last place, if we go and use this option where we can go an extra speed, we will have to count it on the corner, so we're not going to do that, unfortunately. If we had a heat, we could play it into our discard, but we don't. Cannot slipstream because we are the slowest person ever, and we didn't overshoot the corner, so we don't need to put heat. So we discard these. And what would we like? I'm going to discard the 4 because we're just not going to need that. Should I discard the 3 as well? No, we're going to keep it just in case. So we'll deal into 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. That's not bad for what we have coming up. And to have this 1+ addition for a corner. I kind of want to save it for this, but at the same time, I'm just trying to get to the end of this race at this point. So let's do 2 cards going into this turn. And we'll do their legendary turn. So this one will go 10, so it'll go to 17, but hasn't quite passed the finish line yet. So yay! There is a small chance, a very teeny tiny. There's no chance. Who am I talking about? So the blue car will go 2 plus 2 because of the -1 speed on this corner. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one's closer? So the yellow is closer to the first player marker. So it's 2 plus 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gray is 2 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And green is going with this corner. So it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it is our turn. So we are going 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can play a heat in order to go 1 more. But then we will also, what do we do? Should we do that? Given what my next cards are, it's not going to be that big a deal. So I don't think we're going to use that. You know what? No. Will I? No. Oh my gosh. I should have played this one maybe at this turn. Anyways, it's too late now. We are going to, yeah, we're going to do that. So we're going to move 1 more spot, and that means we overshot this corner, and we'll pay 1 heat for that. Yeah, whatever. Because this is actually a 5 spot and not a 4. So that is this turn. We are discarding these 2 cards. Should I discard any of these? I'm not going to go up and down. So this one, we need this no matter what for that. And this is a 5. So we could possibly try to do this and hope for a better result while keeping our 3s for this bottom part. Risky business, but I am really not sure what we have left in here. So let's do that and get our misery over with. Okay, so black would go 12. So they only need 2 to go past this. So they are in first place. So in a regular game, that's 9 points for that car. If you're doing the championship series, which you go through 4 different races, these will matter more for points as you go through a season, which simulates an F1 season. Or if you haven't watched it, F1 Survive to Drive. I feel like at this point I've said it so many times that they should do something for me. No, they shouldn't. Where are we? Blue car. It needs to go 11. So that will go to this spot, which is close but not quite there. This one will go 10. So this will go here. Gray will go 15. Wow. Okay, 29, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, gray came from behind and took second spot. This car will go 2 plus 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Our only chance is to maybe get this guy. So we have 1, and please don't be a 1. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. Oh my God, we're okay. Oh my God, we're okay. Oh my God, okay. 1, 2. And that is our speed. We will definitely go 1 more. Should I? Yeah, I'm going to pay 1 speed to go 1 more card. So because we have that in our second gear here, so let's flip. Okay, there we go. Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4. God! That's what? We lose so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've overshot this corner. Okay, let's first see if we can figure this out. So I went 2, 3, and then 7. So this is a 5, so I'd need to pay 2. So I do spin out on this corner. All these cards go away. And we go down to first gear. We take another stress card because we were in second gear. And oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, this isn't a winning one, so if you want to know how to lose in Heat, this is the video for you. I don't know if there's ever been a worse game of Heat played by me, and then from the playthroughs that are out there, I wonder if this is literally the worst filmed experience ever. Meanwhile, I'm like, I love this game, but I mean, we'll get to that in the review that I'll do after, but don't judge this game just by on my play. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are our cards going into the last round, which basically we are last no matter what. So let's get our misery over with. So blue card will go 19. It will definitely come into third. And then yellow will go 16. That will go to fourth. Now green will go 14. So 27. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yep. So it's just us. I didn't even play my cards. Do you want to see me go through the rest of this? So let's try and see what I'll do by myself here. This is literally playing Heat pedal to the metal, the most solo you possibly can, because you're literally just driving around the track now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is as fast as I want to go because I don't want to overshoot that corner. So let's do these two. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I am last. No, I do not want to. Oh, I will do a heat. I will do a cooldown. And I'll do another cooldown with my gear shift. These two are discarded. Whoops. Let's deal into 4 more. I mean, I'm not going to quit. So, flip into these. All right, so we've got a few heat. This is a 2, so we can do this. Let's do that, and if I overshoot, so this is now a 3 corner, and we're playing a 2. So if we do 5, let's just double check. I will overshoot by 2. Do I have to? Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we're moving into second gear. And I get a cooldown from that. All right, so let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, was supposed to discard the top 2 cards from my deck for this one. And then, do I want to do that? No, because I'd have to pay more heat than I actually have in my engine. I will do the cooldown. So 1 cooldown from this one. And, oh, and I'll take the cooldown from here because I'm not going to overshoot. No slipstream because everyone else has finished the race. And then we will pay 2 from here for that. So, lastly, do I want, oh, these 2 get discarded. I will keep the rest of these cards. I will take, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Flip them over. And let's go to third gear. Fudge. Okay, so what do I need? I need 10 to get to there. So let's do that, and let's do that just to overshoot it. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11. Vroom! 6th place. And that is how you don't play Heat Pedal to the Metal. This has been an experience. Let's have a tea break. We were ahead. I jinxed my own playthrough by saying it was going so well. And then I had a few different lights keep turning off. This was special. But if you tuned into this playthrough and you literally watched all the way to the end, write Ferrari in the comments, because this is one I definitely don't think anyone will end up at the end of this. I don't know if I did the game justice, but there was a lot of action in the game itself. I mean, we were going back and forth until that last little spin out over here. Then I was too risky, which is ironic because I never risk anything. I don't like risk taking at all. But I will share my thoughts on Heat Pedal to the Metal for my solo mode check series on whether this game is worth it if you only played it solo for your entirety of life. What is going on? It is way too late. We need to just end this here. Thanks for being here and goodbye.